Thank you for watching The Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media. Why, that was a great segment, wasn't it, Angels?
Yeah, learning something always is a great message.
Wasn't that
For
exciting?
business.
It was. I always enjoy talking about like the law of attraction and learning things like that. So
You see, my law of attraction attracted angels into my life. So you see what you can do when you just think about something long enough. The next thing you know, you have 3 beautiful angels. Yeah, we got Renee's not here today.
I don't know that you want to call Brian a beautiful angel.
By the way, this is the dog lover segment of the Guy Dawson Show. Today we have Brian Magruder. He is the owner of Dogging Around. It is a pet and grooming business here in Las Vegas. Welcome to the show, Brian.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, so what do you do over there at Dogging Around?
Well, Dogging Around, we are a dog daycare, grooming, and boarding facility. What separates us out from the others is we accept all dogs. It doesn't matter whether they're fixed or not, and temperament, we always work around with that. And so it's exciting. I'm living the inspired life, and it's with dogs.
Well, you have a biggest heart.
Yes, he does. Brian has a huge heart. I was doing some PR recently, working with him, and we did an interview, and his inspiration for business is so much different than many people. What got you into business?
It was a change in my life. It was actually just as she was speaking earlier about the shift and all that. It's kind of funny how things come back in the universe and what you put out there. And for the longest time, I was living out of fear and anger, and until there was a change, and my life I wanted to change. I didn't know how. I searched, and I finally came back, and I really got the courage just to do what I always loved, which is dogs, and to have the courage. I was always too afraid, and now I'm living. I don't have fear. I mean. If I succeed, I succeed. If I fail, I fail. Whatever happens, happens, and so be it. And I'm following my heart. My aperture is opened up, and so that's how I live my life.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Cheryl and I, unemployable. That's what happens when you leave corporate America.
Yeah, not having the money is definitely.
Yes, well, that is one of the things that goes along with being unemployable.
Yeah.
And being an entrepreneur is that we have to create our own paychecks.
Definitely.
But you be loved. You get plenty kisses from old dogs every day,
definitely,
right?
Definitely, yeah. We're on the building stage right now, but it's exciting when we get to. There's some dogs you just want to take them home. And it's this book with Cheryl before.
Yeah, that's Cheryl's business, to get people to take dogs home.
Yeah.
I'm getting very good at it. How many can I put you down for?
Like I said, my cat, he's an alpha cat, and I don't think a dog, Huck's not going to be very friendly towards a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
never
love
know.
dogs.
You could give it a try. Like when I had a dog, then when I got a first cat, now I have 3, right? When I got a first cat, I was afraid. I was afraid because they may scratch. Or got into a fight or territory.
But you should be afraid. You're covered in scratches.
I know, yeah.
Your cat needs training.
Yeah, went through my stage
I'm worried
fear.
for you.
Yeah, I think just open your heart and love everyone, then everything will have its own way return.
I agree with that.
In a very special way. So now I'm receiving all the loves from my dogs, my cats.
And now, Brian, I know you do a lot for the rescue community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we have the pleasure actually to do the grooming for the NSPCA, and so we get the dogs, and most of them are really matted up, and we take before and after photos of them. We have a little red carpet at Dogging Around, so we take the after photo on the red carpet.
Red carpet.
I've seen that.
Have a
It's
little
so
fun
cool.
with it.
It's so cool, just like any red carpet that you would see anywhere.
Movies
It's
about
probably with a bit
Hollywood.
more
He's got the
pee on it.
backdrop.
Yeah.
Wow. Cheryl, you didn't have to share that with us today.
But Dogging Around doesn't make any money from it. It's just purely just to give back, and that's where my focus in my business and just my life is to give back. And you know, it first started off, and I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, you know, I'm talking about I want to be in a business that gives back, but I'm not doing anything. And you know, I've done other things and helped other people talk with them. And so I contacted the NSPCA, my contact there I've been working with for a while. And I was thinking about fostering a dog at first. And you know, sometimes as you talk about the universe, it has something bigger and better for you. And they're like, well, how about you groom the dogs? And I'm thinking, that's great. We can groom the dogs, do a before and after photo, see how and then promote it on Facebook. Because, you know, now the dog looks better, can get adopted. The NSPCA is getting a service. My groomer, she stays busy, and then I'm able to give it out. And so I get the PR piece of it, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful, and I live a life of gratitude now because of it. So
before and after picture, you look like afterward today. Well groomed today.
Oh, well, thank you.
Some of that grooming is wearing off on you in your
so,
personal life.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
We'll get you a little bow
Yeah,
for
that'd be
next
good.
time. Yeah.
A little more scarf.
Absolutely.
It might be a little bit
No,
better.
go with the bow.
Yeah.
Could you share an interesting experience that you've had with a dog that you worked with at your business?
Yeah, there was this one rot, and just Nira, the sweetest girl, and I just fell in love with her. I wanted to keep her, and she was boarding over, and it wasn't the most exciting, but just she was a small little rot, but the strongest little dog I've ever seen. And I've had rots before, and they're strong, and I have Caucasian Ovsharkas, so they're a big, strong dog. And she basically yanked my arm off, basically playing around with it. But nothing really super exciting just yet, because we just opened at the beginning of August, so we're still we're crawling, and we're making a lot of good steps in improving our facility, our processes, and our customer service, most important.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are really going to appreciate the touch that you have, the feel of your business, and I've been by to visit, and there are a lot of people who like to do business in environments like that. They're going to want to bring their animals to you just because of the homey type of environment that it seems that you create for the animals.
Well, kind of what we were talking at the very beginning is, it may sound weird for some people, but I don't believe in competition. You know, the Doggy District, they had a billboard just down the street, and they moved it closer to my business, and I'm blessed by that. I take that as a compliment, and I see that billboard every day, and I bless it and them, and I mean that sincerely, because, you know, I have a place that I'm happy, and I love what I do, and then the people who come that are inspired, rather than coming to work and hating what they do, because we spend the majority of our lives in there. What are we doing? Do something we love, and because for so many years I lived that life that I dreaded and I hated, and it was killing me.
Maybe you give the address out, how people can go to see the red carpet before after
definitely.
picture take.
Yeah, we're located on the Decatur and Haciendas, so 5347 South Decatur, Suite 102.
Thank you.
Cheryl, you've been by there? You've been by there?
I have. I went. I was very happy that he had actually had a dog left there by an ex-employee.
Yes.
And she was about to take the dog to the shelter, and he ended up stepping in and taking the animal. So he's got the Cheryl Green something to chew on seal of approval.
The Guy Dawson Show is going to the dogs. We are here with Brian Magruder with Dogging Around. We'll be back in a few minutes to talk more about the
Dogs.
canine species. See you all in a few minutes.